The new banners that we're going to get in the second half of version 1.2 and in version 1.3 look really good to me, and I'm looking forward to trying to summon on all of the banners if I'm able to. The closest banner that we're going to get is in 12 hours from now with the Kafka banner, which I've been waiting for ever since version 1.1. After I got Sela, I started saving up for Kafka, and she's the next 5-star that I'm really trying to get, and I'm pretty much guaranteed her, which is nice too. But the banner itself also has some really cool units on it, because Serval, I would not mind getting more of her. Some Sampo would be nice too, and also the newest 4-star Luca, which looks really cool. I can't wait to get him because he seems like a really dope physical damage unit, which I would just like to have on my team, because the only other one that I have other than the Trailblazer is Su Shang, which I recently got, so getting Luca would be really nice. It'll also be my first ever 5-star Nihility character, which I don't have any of. I was not able to get Silver Wolf, so getting Kafka is just gonna be an overall improvement to my account. And like I said, getting Serval would be nice too, built up, because whatever relics that I'm building for Kafka with lightning, I could go ahead and throw onto Serval, and that would be nice as well. And version 1.3 is going to give us 2 new 5-stars that we pretty much already know. Of course, Dan Hong and the other character, which is the Master Diviner. If you've been playing the story mode, then you really know who these 2 characters are, and having used Dan Hong in the story mode, his new form is just amazing. He looks awesome, but he's also such an amazing imaginary damage unit as well, which I would really love to have on my team, since I don't have any other imaginary characters other than Yukong. I think she would pair quite nicely with him. And then of course the Master Diviner, she is a quantum unit, which would be amazing for me as well, because I have Sela, the main 5-star quantum damage unit in the game right now, built up as well, so I could probably transfer that to her depending on how her playstyle is. That would be really fun. So after Kafka, I'm actually really looking forward to the version 1.3 5-stars, especially because after I get my guaranteed Kafka, I have a really good chance at getting another 5-star, which could lead me to the path of being guaranteed in version 1.3, which means I could walk away with one of those amazing 5-stars. Preparing for characters in games like Honkai and Genshin is a really smart idea, because it can be such a grind to level up their abilities, their artifacts, or even themselves, honestly. So in this case with Star Rail, I actually went ahead and tried to prepare as much as I could for Kafka. Although most of my power went towards her relics, I did try to grind up her trace materials a little bit too, so I should be able to level one of them up pretty highly. And of course, because I haven't had to build any other type of Nihility characters on my account, that's probably why I don't have more. For other classes where I've been using them, I have more materials that I could probably use towards that. But for Kafka, I did have to actually go for that specific material, since I didn't have any of them beforehand. And I think we can all agree the biggest grind in these types of games are their gear, and in this case for the relics, I definitely did spend almost about 3,000 Trailblaze power at this point on the lightning set. Started grinding it on and off since version 1.1, but I definitely committed to it more in version 1.2. And honestly, I don't have too many good 5-stars. I mean, I've gotten rid of a lot of the trash because I've synthesized it into better ones. But yeah, I definitely did spend a lot of Trailblaze power trying to get a good lightning set for her in preparation to when Kafka comes out. And I think that all of us can agree this is probably the biggest thing you have to do when preparing for other characters, and it doesn't even stop with Kafka. Back in version 1.1, I was actually grinding out the fire set to go ahead and get some for a fire damage unit, and I ended up having imaginary relics because of that, because the 2 were part of the same Cavern of Corrosion. So because of that, I actually have some pretty decent pieces when it comes to the imaginary set, and that's really good for version 1.3 when Dan Hong comes out, so I will actually have some already for him, so where I don't really need to grind up too much more. And as I already said, I already have a really solid Sela build with quantum damage, so that's something that I could possibly use for the Master Diviner when she comes out in version 1.3 as well. I'm kind of prepared for version 1.3. If I do end up getting one of those 5-stars, I won't have to do too much further grinding to go ahead and build them up. Now, something to take into consideration alongside these banners dropping are the events that can go along with them that will increase your chances of getting better characters. and just building them up more properly. So in the case of these two events, which are going to come out during Kafka's rotation, we'll be able to get another self-modeling resin to guarantee you any relic of your choosing. And then we're finally getting our first ever relic dungeon double, right? We've already seen this for Simulated Universe and some of the other mats that you can grind, but now we're getting it for relics finally, which is really nice. So like I said, if you're grinding relics, which you really want to in preparation for characters, this is just going to make it so much easier. And it's really helped me out when it comes to Simulated Universe for the planar ornaments. So if I am struggling and didn't have relics already prepared for 1.2 and 1.3, then this is definitely going to help out with that as well for that week that it's out. So that's pretty much going to do it. I wanted to talk about these banners and things that you should take into consideration before 1.3 is here, because we're just now about to enter the second half of version 1.2 with Kafka in a few hours. I'm looking very forward to summoning for her because I've waited for 2 versions now pretty much, but I also have a lot of things to look forward to in version 1.3 also. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.